All right, so I'm back again. I get so many Sonic fans and reality deniers saying Sonic won, even though you can see the numbers. Sonic is in third place. Even yesterday, even though Mufasa came in under a million, Sonic came in nearly a quarter of a million or half a million. But again, another day, Mufasa was up. Sonic was in second place. Mufasa still up. Then of these won here, but again, it's the first day it came out. But look, Foster won yet again. But you hear Sonic fans are like, no, Sonic won. Sonic is up. Again, look at the numbers. Even this weekend, Mufasa had made literally 3 million more than Sonic 3. Then the Thieves came in first during the weekend, not the week. You add in week numbers, Mufasa won. That's just obvious. But if you look at the week number, you think Den of Thieves won. But that's again not the number. Here's another take. Mufasa is up. Yesterday, as you can see, Sonic was in fourth. It's in third here. Go to the previous day. It's fourth here. Previous day, the second here. Mufasa won that day. No matter when you look at it, Mufasa is keeping on top. Then these took 1 or 2 days since Friday. Then these took 2 days number one. But overall, Mufasa has been winning. International number also has been updated, and Mufasa made more than expected. Because remember, this was zeros and stuff back here, and it went up. So overall, Mufasa is at nearly at 550 million. Sonic 3 slow down. This might go up. This might go down. Don't know yet. But when I did the math, this is what Sonic 3 is leading domestic by. Notice how it's down because a few days ago when I did the math, it was at like 15. It was like 15 million. Now it's at 14. Every day or two, Mufasa is chipping away at Sonic 3 lead. Like, you can look at the number. Look, here and here. Mufasa made over almost 600,000 more than Sonic 3. Here, almost 300,000 more than Sonic 3. Here, Mufasa made almost a million more than Sonic 3. Over a million more than Sonic 3. Again, the numbers do not lie. Oh, almost, what is this, 500,000? No, almost six. Yeah, almost six. So we're looking at the data for what it is. And also, I found something interesting now. While I was messing around here, I went to the international number. Where is it? Here. Now, look at this. It said its release date was December the 28th, but it have it has a weekend number for it before. So the actual date was the 19th. The actual day of release was in Portugal was the 19th. Or yeah. But it said release date 6, but you can see it's the 19th. There's a few others that did that. Which one was it? I know Norway was out internationally that day, like on the 20th. I can show Sonic fans that it was out before you know, it said it was out. For the official today, it was already out in places. Like in the UK, it was out on the uh in place in the UK, it was out on the, well, you can see it here. In places in Europe, you see it says out different days, but when you go in and click in, you see that it was out before the day they say it was out. And here's another thing. See how this is Hong Kong numbers. People thought Hong Kong would be a big hit for Sonic and take over Mufasa just based on Hong Kong. Let's look at Mufasa Hong Kong number. Here, open this, made made $200. Almost uh sorry, made almost 2 million here. Hong Kong, look how much it made over the weekend. Mufasa been out longer, and this is what it made over the weekend in Hong Kong. It even made more in Hong Kong. Mind you, look, it say December the 20th. Look, this December the 19th to the 20th, right? So it, even though it said this here, look what it said here. You see the problem? So it was out before the official release date, and this is what it made that weekend. Let's look at the same thing for Mufasa. Look at what it made that weekend. There, same place, the same weekend, and Mufasa was still in second place. It dropped down to fourth and something here, but it's right back up to first and making less money. Somehow it's making more money. Other movies in Hong Kong. Oh, and Japan. You can see Japan. Look how it opened. Look at what it's doing now. Right. Let's look at Sonic for Japan. China, Japan. Here it is. You can even see. You can see yourself. 28. Even 27, 28. This is the weekend. 400,000. 400,000. Mufasa's Mufasa's look, made twice as much as Sonic 3 did same weekend. You see what see? And people are like Sonic 3 is gonna catch up and everything. Every week I'm showing them that Sonic 3 is losing ground. And what do they say? No, Sonic 3 is gonna catch up. In China. In China, 14 to 100. Let's look at the same week. Let's see how well they did that week. Okay. But we look at the opening week, 7 to 100,000. We look at every just first 2 weekend, it did far better than Sonic, and now Sonic is beating here. But if you look at any numbers, majority of the time, you see that the first weekend is the highest, and then it slowly taper off from there. Oh, most places that like that, but some places, sometimes Mufasa, like again, let's look at the Mystic. Don't want Mystic weekend. Look, Mufasa made this amount, and then the next weekend it did jump almost 40% here. Then it just slowly taper off. Sometimes you have a jump during the week, and majority of the time it just slowly go down. So again, you cannot say Sonic is winning and Sonic is out not out internationally. You can see the internet, and as I show you, some of the international date it may say one thing here, but it's you see it's different here. I I, I want to go through all of these to show, but there's I seen a few I don't can't remember which is which, but I seen a few where the date that it was released and the date it actually was reported to come out is not the same. This one didn't even have the date here. Another one. Hong Kong was one of them where it's released before the official release date. So Singapore, Japan, South Korea. I'll line up. Say 27 here, but it's showing 28, so it's kind of line up. I'm not gonna go a day or two. If it's a whole weekend, that's different. See, look. Hey, the second here, but how do you have two weekends before? Like they had three that had it here, and they had 156 here. So it was out before here, but they have the official date. This is the official date, but they had places that already had it and was showing. So, so I tell people, just because I had to tell people, just because it said this is the official date, doesn't mean it was out during that official date. It's a good chance it was out sooner. Like look, 26 here, but it was already out before the 26. At least one theater had it before the 26. This is minor, but it's again, it proved the point that it was already out for 20. How do you make this amount daily on a weekend? Is this was one theater that I was playing before the 26th for 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. This one doesn't even show. Another one. So, so people are like, well, Sonic is not out internationally. You can't say that because here are the internationals. I'm showing you all the international stuff. There's a few more places that if you go through this, you can see that when it was out, what it say here for the release date and what actually happened for some places, it's not the same. You'll see it said this is the official release date, but it was out in many places a week or two before. So you're like, well, Sonic is not out internationally. What is this? What is all of this? What is all of this? What is everything I just shown you? Like it's out internationally. And you're like, well, it's not out worldwide, all together globally yet. There's some places where it's not out, but guess what? There are places I checked are not big Sonic fan. And there's a lot of places that come out. It came out today or tomorrow. So what's your excuse now? Like, like those places are not big Sonic fans. Sonic's not gonna catch up. Sonic's not gonna catch up this massive deficit it is compared to Mufasa. Like the biggest places made money is in United Kingdom. Mufasa, International. Look, France, UK. It made more money in France than it did in the United Kingdom. It made more money in the United Kingdom than Sonic 3 did. Sonic 3 is what 4 million behind, even in the UK. And then France it made more in France. It made a lot more in France, like almost double. Let's see, more than double. Oh, and China's gonna be a big jump. We already have indication of what China did this weekend. It's gonna be probably updated more this week. But look at Mufasa. Look at what happened in China for Mufasa. This is what it opened with. This is what Sonic opened with. Mufasa is bigger. Mufasa is did bigger in China for the whole week. And both of them came for the first week of both of them coming out in China officially. So this is why I tell people: just because you want something to happen doesn't mean it's gonna happen. People are like, oh well, this look at this and everything, and I kept saying, Mufasa make 2-1 domestic versus international. And then if you look at the opening now and you look at this and you look at the opening here, you look at this, Mufasa is slowly gaining. It's like I've shown you here. It's roughly 14 million behind. A few days ago, it was 15. Before that, it was like, okay, before, after the weekend, Box Office came in, it was 15. Two, the day or 2 days before the box number came in, or the weekend hit, so Thursday, let's say Thursday, it was like 17. So it's slowly every week. Mufasa is like gaining, like every 2 days. Mufasa gained another million or so, maybe sometimes a little over a million and a half. On the weekend, it then just but it gains like 4 million on Sonic. So again, 2 weeks, Sonic League can be gone. And then another thing, Sonic is going to streaming, which means most likely gonna be pulled from theaters, most theaters. And there's certain places that officially just got it. It's gonna probably be there for a few more weeks. Then gonna get pulled. Mufasa is gonna be there. Those same places longer. And it's gonna leave Sonic. So if that happens, Sonic is officially done, and Mufasa won. Now let's look at the worldwide updates. Let's see. See what Mufasa is. Mufasa still in ninth. It's close to taking eighth place. Sonic 10th. It might take second. It might take 15th place tomorrow. But Sonic, I know Mufasa is gonna take uh eighth place. So, like you can look at it here, just a million behind here. So it's gonna take eighth place. Maybe tomorrow, maybe uh Friday, but it's gonna take it. Will it take seventh place by Sunday? Maybe, but it's a good chance it's gonna take seventh place by Monday. There's a good chance that the Sunday number's gonna come in Monday. And I'm saying when I say those date, I'm not saying those exact date. Those numbers come in for the day. I'm saying the day before because the numbers from the day before are going to be added in on Sunday. So Saturday numbers, it's going to probably show that Mufasa has tucks eight place from Kung Panda 4. Uh, Sunday numbers is going to be posted Monday. So by Monday, when Monday comes, Sunday numbers should be posted, and it's gonna take that. I watched all the Venom movies. I need to watch the last one. Where is it? Transformer One. People like say, "Oh, this is a masterpiece." Why didn't nobody watch it? Why didn't nobody watch it? People like it's so good. Why didn't nobody watch it? I'm like, people was hating on Transformer One because it was so much of a origin story, and like, they called it woke, and I'm like, oh, y'all just say stupid stuff and then ruin good stuff. Wow. I'm just looking at all these movies. So this is what I'm saying. Over 200 movies came out. Like, 4 movies every week. People like, I have nothing to watch. Oh, shut up. You have plenty of movies and stuff to watch. Even stuff being re-released. Mobile Suit Gundam. I watched damn near every Gundam. Ooh, Demon Slayer. Is this? What's it? I thought there was a show. Huh. I watched some of Demon Slayer, but they couldn't get fully into it. Like, uh, why are so far? It's funny. This it's way down here, but keeps showing up on the top list. Like, Brave the Hunter. People like, oh, people would put it off. It did fairly decent. Like, it did fairly decent. Surprised. People was putting this off. Did fairly decent as well. Even the Joker, Dolphin movie. Like, people like this is going to be the best anime movie of the year, and then you're like, yeah. Robot Wild, people was hyping this up. It's fairly decent, right? Twister, the biggest thing problem with Twister is it's good domestic, not so much internationally. And that's what I tell people. If you rely on your stuff doing really well domestically, you're never gonna hit a million. You want it to do better internationally, no matter where you are from. You want your stuff to do better internationally. Because I'm gonna say this to a lot of people: the majority of people do not live in your country. I know, impossible for some people to believe, but there are what 8 billion people in the world, roughly. That, it's not a center. 8 billion people. Let me show you. 8 billion. Almost. It's 8 point. It's 8.25 billion people. The majority of people do not live in your country. So if you rely on your like, look. Let's look at this. First of all, Disney. I don't remember. I think I know Wiki is not. So that's no point in me doing that. Universal Studio, Warner Brothers. So one, two, three, four is occupied by Disney. So 4 out of 10, 4 of the top 10 is occupied by Disney. Then everyone else got 1 to 2 other spots. And uh this this Paramount, the only Paramount that is close to taking. Well, want to say close? Let's look at. Let me look at it. No, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I want to say it's close to taking. Maybe this is the weekend. Why does it always show me the weekend? I want to look at day to day. Mm, I don't think it will. Look like it's close, but it's not really. Also, look, this has been out since November, still out in January. So this is what I'm telling people. If Sonic get pulled, if Sonic get pulled next week, Mufasa is gonna be there because Mufasa is gonna be there at least another 2 weeks, maybe a month at minimum. So domestically, Mufasa is gonna win, and people are like, "Oh, you just praising up or whatever they you glazing Disney." I'm not. I'm really not. I'm just showing you the actual data. Can I be upset by the data and say Sonic won? And people are like, again, I have to tell people this again. I do not care about reviews and ratings. I give zeros, F's, because I don't want YouTube to demonetize me or put a strike on me. I do not care about reviews or ratings. I really don't. Because let me go to Google and pull this up. Let's look at Rotten Tomato. Look how low Rotten Tomato gave it. Look at what the audience gave. Now, let's let's look at what they did on Lion King 2019. Oh, would you look at that? Same thing or similar. It's six percent different. You see that the audience gave it far higher. Even still, Mufasa is far higher than the 2019 Lion King, and the 2019 Lion King made a billion dollar domestically, or sorry, internationally. I, I have to keep saying this. Look how much it made internationally. Look how much it made domestically. This is the total. It made a billion internationally by itself. Now, do I think Mufasa is gonna make a billion? No, I don't think it's gonna hit a billion. But did they already make a profit? Yes. This is what I tell another thing I tell people. Studios are get at least I know in the United States, but I don't know about everywhere in the world. I know in the United States, studios get up to 100% of the ticket sales the first 2 to 4 weeks. It's between 80 and 100% of ticket sales go straight to sewer between the first 2 to 4 weeks. Faucet has been out 3 weeks. Some places they still get it 100%. Some places they're not. After that, studios get up to what? Up to 20% for the 2 weeks after that. Then up to 30%, then 40%, then up to 50%. Further down the line. So if it move it, the longer the move it out, the more. Sorry, studios get up to 100%. Movie theaters get nothing until further down the line. Near the end of it, if it's out for 2 months, that's when movie theaters is getting close to 50% of it. The average of all of this movie theaters, what they get is around 15% of ticket sales. Because again, at the beginning, this is when the most of the ticket sales go. So if you go 2 weeks out, one, how much are we making this week? Look how much are we making this week? Now go out again. Look how much it's making. So, hey, by the time they get down here, one, two, some student might be getting a portion of this, maybe 10%, maybe 15%. Then you go down here, maybe 15 to 20%. But for here, maybe 15 to 20% of ticket sale. For all of this is going to the studio the first 2 weeks. So when people say in ticket sale, 40% of ticket sale go to uh, theaters, not true. AMD may get a larger chunk of it because they have more theaters and shows and stuff. But in the end, overall, around 15%. So again, this leave, people saying domestically Sonic's winning. And I keep saying domestically is Mufasa is gaining. You can have this win, but this win is not looking good. This win is just terrible because Mufasa has made more like Mufasa uh, out of this. Mufasa has literally like almost made almost made double of what Sonic did internationally. Like when the new numbers come in this Sunday, this probably jump up. Cause okay, I say last Sunday. I say before the last Sunday number come in, it's gonna probably jump up 25. That was my best estimate, and I say 50 is more on the high end. 50 to 100 man, it jump up 42. So it came in right in between of what I was gonna say. So again, high end for this week can be 20 to 25 to 50. My guess, I can't say 15% because I already made 50% over the weekend. Yeah, I mean 15 million. It's already made 15 million. Look, it already made 15 million at this box office over the weekend. So you add it every week, every day this week. That's almost 20. Does it still make 40? I'm gonna say this week it can make 30 international. So 20 to 30 international around there. Sorry, 25 to 30 international somewhere around that. Maybe 20 to 30. That's kind of hard to calculate because sometimes there's anomalies. But for Sonic, it made Sonic made this roughly the same thing domestically as it did internationally because these numbers really didn't change much. So it made roughly Mufasa made roughly 60 million last week total. And Sonic made roughly 40. 20, it was like 20-20 split. Mufasa made 20 like 20-40 split. So Mufasa already made. I want to double it, but every time I go to the number, I'm like, okay, Mufasa already made 11 or uh, 14 this weekend and already made 15, 16. And I'm like, okay, after for the next 2 days, make 17, 18. So that's almost so 36. Like that's really close to being 40. So could it make another 40 million? Like maybe internationally, but it's Mufasa is doing well. Again, this is the one I'm keep. This one keep catching me out, guard. The complete unknown. I'm like, where are you coming from? Like, keep seeing this and this at the bottom. Like, hey guys, I'm right behind you. But like, again, then of these stuck it here, but you add this difference up here and this difference. Mufasa is still number one. Here you can see Mufasa number one. Here Mufasa number one. So weekend. Then of these tuck it here. Mufasa is number two. If you add up the week before with this, Mufasa is still number one. There's a lot of ways Disney could say Mufasa is still number one. Game changer. This must be due. It is. Is it? Yeah, it is new. 2 days out. Interesting. But again, Mufasa is keeping number one and number two every day. I can even show you here. Box office. Sonic's dropped down to four. For the box office, one and two, all down the line. Had 2 days where it's number two, but one and two all down the line. There's not a day yet that Mufasa dropped down to three. The weekend box office, the number one here, came in second place to Sonic. But every day, every week since then, Mufasa has been number one domestically. Once the numbers are finally add up, it could be that Mufasa was number one domestically again. So when people are like, oh no, it was Sonic. I'm sorry to tell you. Our weekly box number. Mufasa was number one. This is not weekend, this is week. I don't know what movie came out. Where Sonic. This is week number. But again, it came in second here, but every other week came in first. So when Disney says number one movie in America 2 weeks in a row, that's not a lie. Uh, Weekend, second, first, second. I don't know on the weekend, so it came in first. Even though it came in second on the weekend, came in first that same week. See, see how the numbers work out. Sonic came in second, so it came in first here on the weekend. It also came in second and third on the weekends here. So as business say it for the third week in a row, Mufasa is number one. They're not lying. The third week in a row. So don't say I say weekend. Third week in a row. Mufasa said they can say if come in number one for the third week in a row, they can say it's been number one in the domestic battle for 3 weeks in a row. That's not a lie. They could say that you start saying that tomorrow because look, this have 30 million. Is then of these already that 30 million in domestic box office? No. So they can start saying that tomorrow. They won the weekend, but they didn't win the week. So anyway, Sonic fans, you have to start thinking. I'm not staying on that I'm on either side of it. Again, like I said in my last video, I play more Sonic games, I beat more Sonic games, I watch more Sonic shows, I like more Sonic shows and everything. And yet, I'm not going to deny the fact that Mufasa is winning. Do that is to deny reality. See it for yourself. And also, people it's like Mufasa was in. Again, it's you can see the number. It's not that many more theaters under three, uh, under 4 million, roughly three, just over 3 million more theaters. Not that many. Anyway, later.